Hello guys, welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. And well, we're in a little place called Crest Valley. Um, I was working for a rancher out in Colorado, and well, he decided that he no longer wanted to be in the ranching business, so he laid me off. Luckily enough, I had about $300,000 sat back, for something like this. And I decided to pull up stakes too and just head out here to Goldcrest Valley. And, I didn't have enough money to buy equipment and a spot of land. So I went ahead and I bought quite a bit of equipment, as you can see. Um, most of it's new. I did get a used Gator here. It's got quite a bit of time on it, but I got a pretty decent deal on it. The only reason why I got this is because I need something to drive around town, and apparently, as long as you don't modify your vehicle to where it's extremely loud or do anything, to jeopardize anyone or disturb the peace, the law doesn't really mind all that much. As long as you're respectful, which I certainly will be. We did get this tractor. Now, they did have a really nice tractor that was used for sale. And while that would have been amazing, it is used. And it's a bit pricier than I wanted to pay. And we did get this truck. Now, I'm told that this truck, it's a bit older. They tell me it's a special edition called the Black Gold. As you can see, it's solid black, and then it's got this gold pinstripe all the way around it, and even the dog on the hood is gold. So I'm told it's a special edition. While the cab and the body has quite a bit of time on it, I'm told the engine, transmission, rear ends, all that stuff, the whole drive line is brand new. So I got a pretty good deal on that as well. And I'm hoping to do some contracts for some folks, and just seeing if we can make some money. Now I am told that there's a list over here of people in town that may be looking for, looking for people to do work for them. So I'm just going to go over and check this out, see what we can find. Okay, let's see what we've got here, guys. Okay, well, we got a fertilizing contract. Looks like a couple of fertilizing contracts as well as a plowing contract. I do like the plowing one because I do not need any equipment. I can just load up and go. And then there's a spraying contract. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and accept that plowing contract. And that is for field 30. So the only thing left to do now is let's get everything ready to go. Oh man, this thing, it definitely sounds nice. Let's see. And I love this design of these old trucks because it's got the window in the back that you could look out of, so you don't even have to worry. You can just connect up, we'll hop out, we'll connect all our hoses, and then we'll go ahead and pull forward, just real slow like. Okay, so we've got everything connected up good. It looks like the actual equipment tip for the back tip down for us, so we're good to go on that. We just need to get this connected up. And we'll get that folded. And we'll just back this around. And we'll get it loaded up on the truck. We should be able to fit both of these on this. This is a pretty good size low boy. So we should have no issue fitting both of them on here. We got that done, so let's go ahead and strap it down. Just make sure it's nice and secure. Yeah, this thing, it's done quite a bit of work. They said they used it a lot around the shop here, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind. I just need, like I said, I just needed it to get around town a little bit, you know, while I'm not working, because I don't want to put any unnecessary miles on my rig or my tractor. Okay, guys, so let us look and see where field 30 is. Okay, so it looks like it's down here a piece. Just wondering what may be the best way to get to it. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if I can, let's just see, just back up a bit and see if we can't. Make sure we're missing everything. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're missing that. Okay. That should be good, though. We just need to get out here. Okay. Yeah, guys, this thing, I mean, whoever had this old truck, I mean, they really took good care of it. I mean, it looks brand new in here. It's in really nice shape. And that, I do believe that this is a new engine and everything in this, because it's pulling this load relatively easy. Better than maybe some of the new ones would pull it. But yeah, that black hood with that silver stripe down the front of it, it looks nice. Or with the gold stripe down the front of it. Why did I say silver? I have no idea. Now I'm thinking, is there a road down here somewhere that I could maybe go down? I'm not seeing that. We'll go on down and see. Maybe there's a spot to turn in. Looks like we may be able to right here. No, that's a main road, so let's look at our old map. So we're gonna have to go out and get up on the main road. Okay. So no time like the present. We'll just go ahead and shoot up and get on the main road, and we'll be good to go. But yeah, guys, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. Spoke to some guys in the shop there, and they said there was one spot of land that was for sale. I may look into getting that. I don't know. Because I really don't, I mean, I don't, and we may go look at that here in a little while. But yeah, I really don't know if that's something that I want to do or even be thinking about just yet. I know that they said there's a bank in town that would be more than happy to help me out with getting a loan. But man, I don't know if I really want to go into debt for something just yet. So let's see. Is this the dirt road? The only bad thing about this old truck, guys, it don't have GPS. we're going to just go ahead. It looks like this is the road, so we're going to turn off here. But it's definitely beautiful country, guys. That's for sure. That's a pretty steep curve. Ooh, came in hot on that one. Looks like we may be going over a bridge here. Oh man, I hope this bridge can hold us. Hey bud. Hey bud, do they normally take equipment like this across the bridge? Oh, they do? Okay, thanks. Well, he's a local, and he said that they normally do this, so, we'll certainly shoot on across here, just to make sure there's nothing coming. We'll swing out real wide here. Oh man, that's a rough bridge to get over. Probably should have parked up before the bridge, if I'm honest. We'll remember that going forward. So it looks like this right here is what we're going to be working on, guys. So we'll just go ahead and park up. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Let's go ahead and make sure. I think our back end will go down. We'll go ahead and turn her off. Make sure. Oh, no, nothing. Make sure it went. Wonder why it's not. We'll try it again. Okay, it looks like it worked that time, so let's go ahead and unstrap everything. And I'm hoping, guys, we can make some pretty decent money with this. We got us a pretty good tractor set up. I'll just go ahead and hop in here and turn the old truck off. And this little thing right here, it might come in handy for us down the road as well. Maybe something that I hold on to, because we did get a pretty good deal for it. I'm just going to park it up there, out of the way. But I do like this rig right here, this tractor. It's such a nice, and I told them, with the truck being black, I was like, if you can make the tractor black, that would be perfect. And the actual side by side, it actually had like yellow rims on it, and they did me a solid and said, seeing as you're buying all this stuff, we'll throw in some black rims for you at no additional cost. So that was nice of them, So, but I did, like they said, I did a lot of business with them today. So I guess they took that into consideration. Hopefully they see that I'm going to be someone that's going to be around for a while. And maybe they hope to, to get my business in the future. Which, they did me right. They did me right for sure. So I would have no issues doing business with them in the future. Just trying to keep an eye on that mirror over there just to make sure I'm getting everything. Don't want to leave anything behind. This being my first contract, I want to make sure that I do a really, really good job. And, that way in the future, this guy will hire me back, and hey, maybe he'll speak to some neighbors, and some neighbors will get in contact with me. And I could maybe, continue to get work through, word of mouth is a huge thing, guys. It really is. It'll help guys like me tremendously. Oh. And it's little things like this right here that's going to make the the guy that's paying me very happy. I'm not above taking a little bit extra time to make sure I get everything just so. But yeah, guys, that I really do like this tractor. That all black, that white top, looks so nice. So nice. Yeah, it's making pretty easy work of it. It really is. It's doing quite well. And, I know that this is a bit different from how some people do the game, but I thought, hey, I like doing things a bit different. Um, you know, I know that it's always easier to start with land and then work your way up, because you make the most money that way. But I like the challenge of this. I mean, yeah, we've got really good equipment. I give you that. But without the land to really utilize that equipment, um, we're not really, we're not really getting the most out of it. So by the time we get the land, our equipment's going to be aged a little bit. The poor the poor gator will probably be plumb wore out, if I'm honest. Um, but that's okay. That's okay. Like I said, it's just going to be a little runabout vehicle, to just, like, if we're doing like a fertilization contract or a seeding contract, something like that, just to run back and forth to the store. I know I should probably get a back for it of some sort, and I will. I just, at this point in time, I don't need it. So why waste the money? We'll buy that one when it is a need. But as of right now, it's not so. But yeah, kind of a really cool thing is, at the shop where I got this, where I got everything at, a guy named Robert works there. He's a welder, and he actually builds these custom plows. Um, you know, and I really thought it was nice, and it's relatively inexpensive compared to other plows. So I picked one of these up, just to see how well they do. Because he says he stands by his work. He guarantees that it'll do good work, and it'll do good work for a long time. So, I decided, hey, save a few bucks, take a chance. This guy seems like a good guy, and well, it certainly looks like he's done me right here, because this definitely, it's making quick work of this field, um, and yeah, I'm really pleased with it thus far. Um, so yeah, and the equipment and on the whole, I like everything. Um, you know, we'll see how we feel about the Gator when we start having to do repairs and things. Um, but it's a small piece of equipment. It shouldn't be too expensive. I'm willing to take a gamble on a used Gator, but I'm not willing to take that gamble on a used tractor that could be tens of thousands of dollars in repair costs annually, and then potentially missing work. Um, you know, because right now this is the only thing that we have providing us income. If we miss this, and if we screw up and we don't make that income for the day, then that hurts us big time. We don't have anything else to fall back on. We don't have animals or anything at this point in time that we can fall back on, to make up for any sort of lost income. This tractor and the work that we do with this tractor is our income. And occasionally we may borrow equipment. That's something we may do. And if that's the case, we'll just take a hit on it. But if I can use my own equipment and make 100% profit on it, that's what I'm going to do, because to me that just makes the most sense. And starting out right now, guys, I have to do all this work myself. I can't really hire anybody. But I'm really hoping that we can employ some folks here. I know Robert said that he would be more than happy to help me in the downtime. If I ever needed some work, because he said he's pretty good around the farm too. I told him, if ever needed, I'll definitely take him up for it. Because, well, I mean, there's only one me, and once we get a piece of land and, we get busy, with doing all these other things, we're going to need some help, so, and having an experienced welder around the farm, guys, would be really, really good. Because you just never know, weld break on a trailer or something, and, somebody that you can call up that can come out and fix it. That's great, because, well, that's not always something that you can necessarily, depending on where that breaks, you may not be able to take that piece of equipment in easily anyway. I mean, I'm sure that you could probably load it up and, things like that, but depending on how it's broken, that could be very difficult, to get loaded. That's a benefit to us, for, if I'm honest, having someone that would be willing to take time out of their day to, and of course, I mean, I'm gonna of course pay him well. I wouldn't expect him to do anything like that for free. But yeah, I mean, it's a good thing to have. And there's a couple of people that I spoke with up there. There was a real nice lady. She was the cashier there, and her name was Sarah. She said, hey, I'm good at working big equipment too. If you ever need work tending fields or anything, to give her a holler, and she'd be more than happy to come down and help me as she can. And it may have been wrong of me, but I even asked her, I said, hey, if I get up and going, full time, with the farm, do you think you'd be able to help me out full time? And, she was more than happy to do that. She was like, of course, if the pay's better than what I'm making now, which of course, I would pay someone very well if they were working on my farm. Cause I know how that is, guys, to be a ranch hand. Like I said, that's what I was doing, before I decided to go out on this endeavor. So I know how it is, a lot of long hours, a lot of long days. I was just fortunate enough that, I don't have any children. I don't have any missus at home, or anything like that I have to worry about. I just have to support myself, and if there's some lean months through the winter that we're not making any income, I'm going to be able to survive. Because for one, guys, I've got an 18-wheeler. I've got a semi now. If I have to go, cross country, hauling loads, I'll do that. That would not hurt me one bit. Because that's the main reason why I got that truck. I mean, it's not a sleeper, which is unfortunate, but I got a good deal on it. It's all new running gear. That thing's going to last me for a long time. So I wouldn't have no issues at all just picking up and doing that. But I will be honest, guys. I mean, the way the people have treated me here, the way everyone is just so happy to help, and just so eager to talk to you, and it's really a thing. I really think that I do want to buy some land. I do want to settle down here, because it's a nice place. Everyone, like I said, has been very helpful. So yeah, I mean, it's just really, really good, guys, all the way around. I don't know, guys. I really don't. I haven't checked to see what the price of that one farm is that they're trying to sell. But I will look into that because that may be something that we do. Um, we'll start small and then we'll work our way up. Um, and I don't know, guys. I'm real good with cattle, so that may be something that I do. Um, but another thing, that I'm hearing around here that does pretty well is bees and chickens. So I may look into doing that too. And they said that it's relatively easy to get into. Um, Robert, told me, that he knows some people that that work with bees, and if I ever needed to get in contact with them, they would help me out with getting set up and everything. So, like I said, I mean, nothing but friendly, nothing but willing to help and willing to lend a hand, and that's something you don't see everywhere, and that's why I really do like this little area. It really seems like a good bunch of people, a tight knit community. So yeah, it's really really nice, and you know the thing is, farming here is really big. It's a really big way of life. Um, you know, so much so that in most areas that I've been to, like it's been doctors and lawyers, but there's so many kids that are going into horticulture and things like that here. Um, I really do like that. It really seems like that this is a way of life here, and there's a lot of good money to be made if you're willing to work at it. Uh, and I've got the equipment, and I've got the know-how, and I've got the motivation to do it. So I should have no issues doing quite well here. If everything goes well, I'm really hoping to build up, get us a small little spot of land starting off, get us some decent fields, and we'll go from there. Because that's all it takes is just that one field. And the good thing about it is that the fields here aren't terribly large; they're not huge. So I could work a field with this tractor here for many years to come. Um, you know, Relatively easy. I won't ever have to worry about upgrading to a huge piece of equipment or anything unless I decide that I want to. Which, is something that I may very well do because, I mean, I do like the heavier equipment. I would like to upgrade to something eventually in the 400 horsepower range just to have that extra oomph if you need it. But this little guy here, it's not having any issues at all. It's making quick work of this field, and that makes me very, very happy. It really makes me think that, hey, we made a good purchase here, and we only got a few more swaps to go, and we're going to be done with this field, guys, and then we'll go collect. I think his house, I'm not sure. I think it may just be right over there. But we'll hop in the gator and we'll go collect on the cash. We won't take the 18-wheeler or anything. But I think it's just right over there. So, but yeah, guys. I mean, that truck. I just seeing it in the distance there. It's just, I love it. It's beautiful. It's just, I don't know, that something about a black and gold vehicle. And I don't know if you noticed, but my license plate, because it was black and gold, I kind of did everything with Bandit because black and gold reminded me of that Trans Am, and Smokey and the Bandit, and of course Band 1. Unfortunately, it wouldn't let me do the letters then the numbers second, so I had to do like 001, 002, 003. But that's fine. It's fine. I just thought it was just something, if you're someone like me and you're a car guy, which I definitely am. Smokey and the Bandit is one of those movies that you just enjoy watching because of that really amazing Trans Am. Yeah, it's just, and it reminds me like of like my uncle, um, you know, who had a not a Trans Am. My aunt too. She actually had a Camaro, not necessarily a Trans Am, but very much like the Trans Am. Um, my uncle, he passed. My aunt, she now lives in Kansas. But yeah, just something like that really makes you think of them, family members and things. Um, you know that's something to me that's it's just one of those things that you know well, we're just missing spots left and right. But here, we'll just back up and get this, and then we'll come back and get that last little section. Um, but yeah, it's just one of those things, guys. Being a car guy, um, that's really something. And it's funny, the aunt that had the Camaro, her and her husband at the time, they're the ones that really got me into cars. And it's kind of a weird way how they got me into cars. They got me a gift one time. I don't remember if it was like for my birthday or if it was Christmas or whatever the case may be, or if it was just a random gift. But they got me a 66 Shelby GT350 Mata. And yeah, since then, I've loved cars. I fell in love with the Mustang at that time. And because of my dad, my dad he always loved Fords. But he was never into the Mustangs. He was into Fairlanes. So of course, I loved Fairlanes. And one of the coolest cars my dad ever had as a kid was a 66 Impala Super Sport with a 327. I love that car, so that's one of my favorite cars. And then one of my uncles had a 69 Roadrunner. So my dream car garage now is a 66 Fairlane, a 66 Impala, and a 69 Roadrunner. If I ever got rich enough to afford those cars, I would have them without a doubt. Because they're memories. It's more than just a car. And if you're a car guy, you probably understand where I'm coming from. If you're not a car guy, you may not get it. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I know I've talked a little bit on, about my trucks and things that I've had, over the course of my life. And I've had some cool, some really nice trucks. Some really highly sought after trucks. Like I didn't really sell it. My mom sold it, but it was an 87 Silverado, which, some people refer to them as square bodies. And this was the last year of the square body. And yeah, it was a really popular truck. Yeah, I gave it to my mom, and let me go ahead and collect on this. Yeah, I'm done with the field up there. Okay. Hey, if you ever need any more help around the fields or anything, just let me know. If you have any family or friends that may need help, just give me a call. I'll be more than happy to help them. Okay. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, guys, it's just one of those things that, I gave it to my mom, and, because I didn't live there any longer. I'm in a different county altogether. So, and she lived in the same county. And the truck was just sitting at my old house, which I still have. It's just I moved to be with my stepson and my wife, and you know because she works in this county. She's a teacher, and well, my job is now basically virtual. So I basically work from home, so I can work anywhere that there's an internet connection. So I had no issues. Actually, before we do this, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go look at that. Look at that farm real quick. I'm trying to think of where. Okay, so it's yeah. But yeah, I work virtually, so I have no issues at all. Um, oh, they did say that the cop, the officers do want you to have your strobe light on, or your, just in case, But yeah, she works in this county, so I was like, I don't want you to have to drive, because it's like an hour away where I did live. So I was like, I just did not want her to have to drive that back and forth to get to her school, um, you know, and everything. And so I was like, I'll just come, you know, and live with you, because it just makes the most sense. Um, and I just where I'm at now, I don't have room for my truck. It's like her car and my car pretty much takes up, the only driveways, or the only parking spots that we have. So can't really do anything about that. So I left my truck, and like I said, I just ended up, giving it to my mom, and my mom, she ended up selling it to. Oh wait, I think the turnoff was back there, but she ended up selling it to a guy that had been wanting the truck for a long time. He had asked me many years ago if I would sell that truck. And I just, at the time, I wasn't really interested in selling it. So I just kind of held on to it, and when I moved, he asked mom, and mom, she just asked me, and I was like, I'm not gonna come back for it. I don't think so. Or at least not anytime soon. So as opposed to just letting it sit there and rust and everything, I just decided, just go ahead, if you can get some money out of it, sell it. Yeah, guys, this is looking like it's a pretty nice little area. We there's a lot of potential here. I really do think we'll be able to do very, very well at this spot. Actually, I do wonder, what's the cost on it? So it's only, trying to see. I think that's 86,000. It's hard for me to see some of these, because the microphone that I use, it lights up, and I sit in a dark room, and my TV is one of those TVs that, it naturally dims if the room is dark. And I keep forgetting to change that setting, but anyway, I think this right here would be a really good place to start, guys. We got 15,000 at the moment. So, we keep doing those contracts. I think we'll get there pretty easily. And we may be able to be in here by winter, which would be really, really nice. So I don't know. It's just one of those things, guys, that I'm thinking about. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think I should do? Do you think that would be a good way to start? I mean, there's not really a whole lot of other areas on this map that I could see. that would have quite that much room with it. So do you think that would be a good place to start, or maybe start, with just the field and go from there? Because I'm thinking either way, would be good. The thing is, if I do get a field, it has to be relatively soon, because I have to be able to, for one, be able to, if there's crop on it, I have to be able to harvest that crop and everything. And of course, with that, comes a harvester and everything. So, at the very least, having to lease the harvester, which would not be pleasant. It would be very difficult at the moment, to be able to lease something like that. I know that there's one in the sales right now, a really good deal. Really good deal. Man, that is a really good deal, but nowhere near, nowhere near and this is a busy little road. Um, a lot of people must walk here. I mean, I would imagine this is a pretty scenic little area with the bridge overlooking the water. So it is quite beautiful, so I could see why. But yeah, we've got that job done, guys. We went and looked at the house seat. You've looked at all the nifty equipment that I've got here. With that, guys, I think I'm pretty much going to end this episode. I'm going to go ahead and get everything loaded up. The guys at the shop said that I could, park overnight there if I need to. There's really no need to strap that one. So that may be what I do. I may just park up overnight, but this will be the only episode where I do like one-time speed. I'm going to speed that up, going forward. I just wanted to, with this being the introduction, I just wanted to not be in a rush when doing it. So I'll make sure I don't hit any of the crop or anything. Just turn around here. Man, this truck really does have the oomph. It's got... Well, that may be a problem. Let me go ahead and put those up. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I'm wondering, I may end up going out this way because I know that bridge is very, very difficult. So I'm going to try to go out this way and see if it may be better. But yeah, guys, I think with that, I'm going to pretty much wrap this episode up. If you like the video, guys, I would greatly appreciate it if you'd leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, guys, and you like this sort of content, I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel. And let me know in the comments below, guys, what you would like to see me do with this map going forward. It's pretty much, that there's a lot of things we can do. There's a lot of routes we can go down, with animals and things. So, just let me know. Yeah, if you like to share these sort of videos, I'd greatly appreciate that as well. That would help me out a great deal. Share it with your buddies, especially if they like farming simulator content. But with that being said, guys, have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Have a good one.